Randy, am I glad to see you. It's Fitzpatrick. I've got a tenant strike on my hands. They're refusing to pay rent. I knew I shouldn't have let a lawyer in the building. They told me not to. I didn't. Look at what I have. What are we going to do?
Have a seat. I know you don't want to hear this, Lonnie, but you're just going to have to get the air conditioning system fixed.
Randy, I've been trying to fix the air conditioning system for a year and a half. I get the architect out there. The architect tells me the contractor hasn't balanced the system. I get the contractor out there. He tells me it's the architect's fault. I talk to Fitzpatrick. He tells me he doesn't care whose fault it is. He wants the building fixed or he's not going to pay rent. I'm at my wit's end.
I can bring a lawsuit for you. That's what people pay me to do. But you should consider a lawsuit, in my opinion, in this situation, the absolutely last resort. You have to understand that the lawsuit will feel like it's lasting forever. And while it's lasting forever, you're not going to be collecting any rent. Ultimately, by the time you reach resolution of the lawsuit, you're not going to have a building left because the bank's going to own it.
Randy, they're making a fool of me. I'm not going to take this. What am I going to do? If they're going to get me, I'm going to get them.
I think there's one other option, Lonnie. I think we ought to try mediation.
That's just talk, Randy. I'm sick and tired of talking. I've been talking until I'm blue. I talk. Nothing happens. I'm the guy that's getting stuck for the whole bill.
Lonnie, it's true. There's talk, but then there's productive talk. Mediation is productive talk. There's some basic ground rules to mediation that we ought to go over. First of all, it's non-binding, which is important for us because if we don't like the way it's going, at any time, we can just leave. Secondly, it's confidential. But most important of all, apparently, it works. One of my partners just went through a mediation recently, and he was as skeptical as can be, but it produced an excellent settlement in only 2 days.
Well, Randy, do you think Fitzpatrick's going to go for this? He's off the wall. I mean, he's just insanely angry. I can't imagine he's going to go along with something like this. He just wants his offices all at an even temperature.
Look, I know Fitzpatrick comes on strong. That's his style. But I think even Fitzpatrick can be made to understand that his only chance for a quick fix here is a quick settlement, and mediation gives him the one shot at that he needs. The architect is a different kettle of fish, but the architect is insured. I believe that the insurance company, when they're made to realize that they're looking down the gun barrel of enormous legal costs if they have to litigate this matter, will come to the table as well. The contractor, I think he'll come along if the architect does.
Well, how do we go about this if we're going to do it?
The first step is for me to call AAA. They have a panel of experienced mediators who are particularly qualified in disputes of this sort. They also have administrators who will help us basically set up the procedure to get everybody to the table.
Is it expensive?
Not compared to litigation, it isn't. There's the mediator's hourly fee, and there is an administrative fee from AAA. But if the mediation succeeds, the cost savings could be tremendous.
Randy, I'm willing to try. You've gotten me out of these jams before. Let's go.
I'll give AAA a call and get the thing started, and then I'll give you a call and let you know how we're doing.
Thanks.
Cooper here. Can I help you? Oh, hi, Randy. Sure, I've got the submission papers right here. Right. As I told the others, we have a number of mediators who are trained and who have that specialty. Right. We'll find out who's available for next week. Well, as you know, it's critical that you all come with sufficient authority to settle the case. Sure. Good, good. Nice to talk to you. Bye-bye.
I think the important thing to realize now is that we've agreed to mediate. A week ago, you know, the architect was telling us it's our fault because we're using the thermostats. The owner's been saying we need time to balance it. And at maximum, he said it was a year, but he knows we've been here a year and a half. The builder is simply saying, don't blame me. I think what we need to realize now is that I have authority to represent all the tenants